Can you sort of talk us through, from your perspective, how all of this came together? When did you find out that the Sixers were interested in bringing you back, and how quickly did it all come together?
It actually happened pretty fast. I found out maybe like 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. I was literally at my game. I was out that game, so I was just watching, and my agent kind of told me during the game, and he was like, "Man, it's gonna happen pretty fast. So just you might want to pack. We got to go through the logistics, but you might want to pack." So after that game, I went and packed. I still didn't know if I wanted to tell the team yet because I didn't know. But it happened pretty fast, man. It happened pretty fast. I got here yesterday, so that happened pretty fast.
I'm sure it was your goal to get back into the NBA, but how gratifying is it specifically to do it here, where you already have a lot of familiarity with the players and the coaching staff?
It's really good that I came to a familiar team. But man, I really went to Partisan just to play there. It wasn't really the thought. Obviously, I wanted to get back, but like all my focus was there. So I feel like sometimes when your focus is in the right place, like things like this happen. So I was really locked in there, and me playing there got the looks to come back here. So I'm really cool for that. And I was really just locked in over there though.
So once that all becomes official, like, what is the journey like back?
It's really crazy because I told my agent this morning, I was like, I don't know how I keep finding a way to get back, but I guess they like the NBA still watching, and like if you still take your game seriously and do the right things, play the right way, like they still looking. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, obviously you played with Tyrese. I mean, obviously you're watching from afar too. But when you see him kind of descend to being an all-star starter, I guess what's your kind of thoughts on that? What did you maybe see in your first time here?
Nah, that man took a crazy jump. I feel like he took a crazy jump from last year to this year. I feel like he excelled his game even more coming into this season. Like just watching the shots he take. Obviously, he's been taking those shots, but the efficiency is crazy. He's actually changed his game from the last 2 years I was here. So I mean, that's really big time. He really took a huge step.
We obviously saw you working with Razi over there. Just what are kind of the initial things they're trying to catch you up on, just to get you up to speed as quickly as possible?
Just a place. They added a few different sets, changed a few different things around. So just, man, having a little package when I go in there tomorrow to play, just have some plays that the player's familiar with that I could easily call. That's all.
Can you sort of also just take us through what got you to Serbia as well? Like, obviously, after the season with the Knicks and sort of how you wound up there, just the totality of the last few months, I guess.
After the Knicks season, I was a free agent. Then I did the preseason with the Pacers, and then they let me go. And they actually, Partisan offered me right after that, but I wanted to wait just to see if I had any more opportunity here in the NBA. I actually did have a workout with Phoenix, but they didn't pick me up. So I was just sitting there waiting, and then they came back with an offer again, and I was like, man, I'm tired of sitting down. Like, yeah, let's like play some basketball. So that's what kind of made me go over there because I was kind of tired of waiting. So that's all.
Do you feel like there's any aspects of your game that you kind of worked on or refined or things just specifically with that experience that you're bringing back with you?
Honestly, just playing, like actually being like the focal point of a team, like running the offense, running the show. Like it hasn't really been like that since college. Like so, it was cool to actually get back into that role of playing. And like now that I'm coming back here, like being a backup, you kind of have that same, you know what I'm saying, like that same like ownership of the second unit. You got to run the team still. So it was just kind of cool to be able to go over there and actually play. And actually have like really like a role, like a real role, like they count on you for real. So like that was kind of a cool adjustment to go play.
What was the brief European basketball experience like?
It was lit, man. It was lit. Like y'all know I'm all about energy. So going there, man, their fans are unbelievable, man. They come out for every game, and it's like packed wall to wall. They got flares in there, like. It was definitely a different experience, but man, I had a lot of fun. Different game too. I kind of like compare it to college basketball a little bit because the 3 seconds and all that stuff. Like it's kind of crowded. They can sit in the paint. So like it was a definitely different game, but man, I liked it, man. I had a good time.
You want them to allow flares here, maybe?
Nah. Too much smoke, man. Kind of mess up the court view a little bit. But it's cool. It's cool.
With Tyrese, he's one of the leaders in the NBA in terms of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see in terms of your mentality coming back here of being able to play with him, but also being able to kind of spell him and get him a break sometimes?
Honestly, man, just whatever they need me to do, man. If that's coming off 12 minutes, 5 minutes, man, I'm just energy, man. I'm coming here and do my job, man. Whatever it is, however minutes I get, I'm going out there and play 110%. Do whatever I got to do. Increase the lead or keep the lead where it's at. That's always my job.
Logistically, what did it take to get back here? Like, how long was your travel day? Where did you have to fly through? Like, just take us how you actually arrived here.
Yesterday was a pretty long day. My flight was super early in the morning, like 6 a.m., so I really didn't sleep. Had to be at the airport at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Then I had to fly from Serbia to Amsterdam. It was like 2.5 hour flight. Then from Amsterdam to Philly yesterday. Got here at like 3:30. Then I came right here for a physical. So I really ain't been asleep. Really kind of working on the time adjustment. But it's fine. I'm cool. I'll catch up.
Cam, I know you're trying to get acclimated back to the team, scheme and everything like that, but just what have your early impressions been of BJ Edgecombe?
Oh, man, he's a dog, man. He's a dog. I've been watching from afar, though. But actually being up close, like, that man's a dog. He plays well. He attacks the rim. Crazy. But, I mean, it kind of looked like he done been in the league a little bit longer than him just being a rookie. So I'm gonna look forward to playing alongside of him. I just been kind of going up against him so far. But everybody say his energy is great, too. Kyle, the first thing he said, like, oh, you're going to love him. You're going to love him. And same vice versa. So I'm just looking forward to the games and really getting to play alongside him.
As a point guard, like, as I know you know a lot of these teammates, but maybe for the new guys or even the guys you're getting reintroduced to, like, what do you do to try to just gain that chemistry quickly as far as conversations or just feeling things out on the floor? Like, what's sort of your process?
Honestly, like, practice was good. Just learning, like, where guys want the ball. Like, obviously, I know some of the starter guys, but some of the bench guys are kind of new. Like, Wofford, he like bringing it up. So it's like, cool, you got it. Like, getting a feel for that, like, playing the two. Like Bonner, he told me to throw it up today. And it's just like little things like that, but that's the big time key, like the communication from them to me. And it's not just always me communicating to them. I kind of appreciate that because it kind of helps me instead of me just trying to figure it out. But that just shows, man, what kind of guys we got here. They're very helpful, and I appreciate it.
Do you remember the kid that used to dance pregame with Russell Westbrook?
Yeah, I remember that little dude. Yeah, I remember him.
You know, can you kind of reflect on the NBA journey and like what would Cam Payne right now tell that kid about, you know, what to expect out of that journey?
I probably just say keep being you. Don't ever switch that up. That whole thing was about getting him ready for the game. Obviously, people made it about dancing and everything, but it was just to get my guy ready. It was a handshake, no more. But like they turned it to something else. But I just always say, be you. Never change who you are for anybody. Like just be yourself.
And Payne, how do you obviously been a teammate of his before? How do you feel like he's going to help this specific group?
I think he'll have good energy. When he gets in the game, he knows he's going to push the pace, play hard, make shots. And then even when he's on the bench, he has good positive energy that the team needs.
You know, is he somebody that can, you know, actually kind of get you off the ball a little bit, you know, eat into some of those possessions a little bit on the ball, kind of running the offense a little bit?
Most definitely. He's someone who I played with before, and he definitely got me off the ball a little bit, takes the pressure off me, can play pick and roll, can make shots, can change games, honestly. I've seen him do it in the playoffs, so he was good for the Knicks last year, too.
How are you feeling after the couple of days off since the All-Star game?
Yeah, I felt great, man. I felt really good. Like today, playing, my three ball felt really good. My legs feel really good. I'm ready to start the second half.
And what's the mentality of the team with 28 games to go in terms of the playoff push with where you guys are right now?
It's just trying to go out there and correct some things that we've been doing wrong, and just keep making strides in the right direction. It's about the time where we need to start playing our best basketball to get ready for the postseason.
Tyrese, I know you said you felt better. Could you feel, talking to guys, watching guys work out there, that
these days off had rejuvenated anybody else specifically or the whole group?
I think the whole group. Like I said, I think we needed it. It's been good for us. I feel like it will be good for us, and I think we got to go out there and start off fast tomorrow, and just keep stepping in the right direction, man. And go out here and win some of these games and play the right way. That's the biggest thing. As long as we play in the right way, I'm happy.
Tyrese, on three-point shooting, you were the first Sixer to compete in three-point contests in 25 years.
Yeah.
You are on the precipice of setting the franchise record in made threes all time. Can you just talk about how you felt about your development through your career, about that three-point shot?
Yeah. First of all, on three-point contest, I didn't practice, so I was like, I wanted to kind of just go out there and wing it for my first time. I definitely probably, if they allow me to do it again next year, I feel like that's a competition that I definitely can win. Number two, I just work extremely hard, man. I feel like I was a good shooter in high school. College, I didn't shoot the ball well. My first year here, I didn't get a lot of threes up. I didn't shoot a high percentage. So, I just work extremely hard on my game, and whether it's off the dribble shooting, catch and shoot, movement shooting, whatever it takes to find a way to get better for myself. And when I can shoot the ball well, that gives our team a lot more options, and it helps us a lot.
Tyrese, early in the season, it felt like you guys got a lot of really good scoring outings from the Q. And those have been a little less common over the last, I guess, couple of months. Is there anything that you feel like either you individually or the team can do to sort of get him going more often?
I just want him to shoot, man. I just want him to shoot. Like some of those that we drive and he kicks it out, or I kick it out to him, or somebody kicks it out to him, he pump fakes and drives it. No, I want him to shoot him. Shoot him. He should get up like at least 6 or 7 threes a game. And then he can start driving and making plays as well. But I just want him to be ultra aggressive. Like I remember Phoenix sitting there next to him on the bench, like, bro, go out there and just do you. Go hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like we need him. We need that aggressiveness that he brings. We need that spark that he brings. So, hopefully that he gonna come back to life. I know he will.
I feel like we've been talking to BJ throughout the season about like kind of every little benchmark, like experiencing that for the first time. What have you shared, or what will you share with him about just kind of what the stretch run of the regular season feels like? The post All-Star break period of the year.
Yeah, this is the time where playoff teams go out there and they play extremely hard, and they take advantage of whoever they're playing against. Like if it's a team that's at the bottom of standings, playoff team, know to go out there and they handle their business professionally. When you play a playoff team, the game is intense, the game is important. You kind of lock in, you got to show, if you see that team later on, what you have. So that's really it, man. And it's time to buckle down. It's time to go out here and increase our seed, or increase whatever we want to do, increase the way we're playing, and figure it out and get ready for this postseason run.
Friday. How did you spend your All-Star break to sort of try to recharge?
Went to the Bombers. Yeah, I've been home. So, yeah, that's it. I've been home. Right after the game. Took a red eye straight to the Bombers.
How was that?
Red eye was not as comfortable as I wanted to be be so honest with you. But I made it safely, and that's all that matters.
Being home was more than how was being home?
Oh, being home was great. I got some good food. Got to see some people I know. I got to decompress for about 2 days. I took my mind off everything and got to just chill, enjoy my time.
Yeah, was it good to just kind of unplug, get away from home, just recharge for this final stretch of the year?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a 2-day break for real. I mean, I was in LA, so we had a 2-3 day break. I ain't had the full 5 6 days, whatever it was at.
Right.
So, but overall, I mean, I'm glad I was able to get some time off, get off my feet, and relax. So yeah.
What's it going to be like for you as a rookie playing in these games that are going to be high leverage? They really mean something. I know you played in a lot of high leverage games in high school, a lot of high leverage games last year. But what's it going to be like doing that at this level?
To be honest, I know it's important, but I've never been through it. So I think it's going to be based off experience, and for me to just sit there and tell you, what it is. I mean, I feel like all games are important, all 82, because I feel like we had a bad start. Where we were below 500, then that would have been very concerning. You get what I'm saying? Like now we have what? I don't know how many games. How many games do we have left? 28. Now we have 28 games left. And we have to play extremely hard, which we're going to do regardless. But now it would have been more to lose because we trying to make a playoff push. And thank God we're above 500. Thank God we're above 500, which is helpful because now coming after this All-Star break, we know everyone's gonna be playing extra hard because everyone's trying to make the playoffs. Like I said, we're trying to get there, and hopefully everything goes as planned and we make it. And then in the playoffs we make a push. So like I said, it's important. It's super important, man. Yeah, that's all I got. It's super important.
BJ, when you get a little bit of a break like that, does it get a little more difficult to jump back into practice after you've kind of like taken your foot off the gas for a few days?
The first day, probably, I would say, because you're getting your legs back. It depends on who did what. That's another thing. Tyrese still looked the same because he played on Sunday. So it really depends on who did what. So you'll be able to tell who really took a break and who didn't really had a chance to take a break. They say, speaking for Tyrese, he didn't really have a chance to take a break. But I think it was a little. First day will be a little difficult, but after that, it should be good. So yeah.
I know it was only one practice and you haven't played with him yet, but what do you think Payne is going to bring to this team? Just another veteran point guard.
Yeah, I'm saying that experience point guard that was in the league. He had a chance to see different style of basketball. He was with Partizan, I think. So different style of basketball, but he's an elite point guard. He can pass. I feel like that's going to be really helpful for us. There's someone that can just come on the court, facilitate, set the floor, set the table for the rest of the team. Someone that don't really, you can tell, knowing him, you can tell he don't really care about scoring or anything like that, but he's a point guard, and I'm glad that he's here.
Just kind of that first day coming out of the break.
Man, lots of passing and catching and fundamental stuff just to get the hang of it. A lot of running. I think again just to kind of get the heart pumping and some deep breaths out there. Just get them moving a little bit and it's pretty good though. Guys were high spirited. I thought lots of energy. And it was pretty physical and long and stuff. We got to get back into it. And we got a heavy schedule coming at us, but we had to do as much as we could today.
Obviously, Joel missed the final 2 games before the
Yep.
break. Was he able to kind of get into practice today and do everything fully?
Yeah, he was out there. Looked pretty good. He's got a meeting I think here shortly with the doctors and stuff here this afternoon, so we'll know a little bit more about where he is. But he was out there a little bit today. Looked pretty good. Yeah.
And then what does the addition of Payne just do for you guys this offseason?
Yeah, listen, Cam, we know him. I think that we got a veteran ball handler, guy who's played in some big games. I think we've seen Cam. He provides some speed, energy, 3-point shooting. We'll run some pick and roll, get some layups here and there. I think a really good piece for us. I think he fits. Really liked him when he was here. I think we need a little backup point guard spot, and he fits it pretty good, I think. So it's good to see him out there. He's forget how fast he is and all that stuff after having him here for a little bit, but good to see him. He's got a good attitude, and he looked like he's in really good rhythm. Like he's been playing at a pretty high level over there, and not gonna take much time to get him in rhythm and get him playing.
With Joel, what's the limit? Is it just pain? Is it swelling with Joel?
I don't know. I think again this is just a scheduled meeting with the doctors today, so I think that they need to check everything out and see where he is. So we'll know more later. Yeah.
What does the remainder of the regular season mean to you guys in the context of trying to prepare for what you guys hope is a deep behind you guys?
Yeah. So what do we got? Like 28 left, something like that. I think it's a, it's a balance of a couple things. I think 28's a little too far away to start getting too crazy about how you're playing and stuff going into the playoffs. That's a long stretch of games. For me, I'm still just looking for combinations and things. There's been this is who we are now. right? I think there's a little bit of movement here in the last couple of weeks. Now we know who we are. So my next 8 to 10 games, I really want to get that ironed out of how do we look, who's backing up who's playing, what combinations are out there, and get kind of a little bit more smooth sailing on that stuff for the next few games, and then we'll start worrying about some other things. I mean, we took a pretty deep dive into things we think we need to do a lot better. Transition defense has got to be better. Our defensive rebounding's got to be better. I think we're giving up too many 3-point uncontested threes. Things like that we need to coach as we worked on today in the practices and in the film going forward. We gotta raise our level on some of that stuff. But for now, I just want to kind of get the group and get the rotations and get the feel of who's playing with who and all that stuff here in the next 8 or 10 games.
It's probably smart and a guy that just fit into you guys, fit into the rotation a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think I'm allowed to talk about that yet, but you could ask me about that maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. It's okay.
I guess in the context of trying to figure out, get things set, I guess how does the situation with Paul kind of fall into that? Because you said, you want to keep him as part of the team,
Yep.
keep him as active as possible, but then also you have to try to win games.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Paul is he's just in every practice and working, right? He's I mean, and that's really it. I just want to keep him conditioned, keep him sharp, get him working. I mean, you guys are down there working right now, and I mean, he's like trying to get himself really sharp and in shape, and I think that's all we can ask for. So he's here at every practice. He's let's say he's on the scout team, but he's always, we're playing against him a lot. He's out there as a guy like that. So that's it. I want him involved. I want him in shape. I want him to get in rhythm, get as sharp as he can, and get as healthy as he can, and be ready to pour it on the last 10 and a lot more, hopefully. Yeah.
What is the challenge, I guess, at trying to find a way to win games right now with Paul's sideline? And then obviously it's a problem for when he comes back, but when he does return for those final 10 games, how do you kind of balance everything and integrate?
Yeah, I think I can't really look into the crystal ball on that. I think like we gotta focus in on right now, and I think we know we don't have him here for the next whatever amount of games it is, 17 or 18, whatever. 18 games. And so we can't really worry about that. I think that the picture of how does he fit in, or where does he fit in, or what are we going to do with him when he does come back will become more clear after we play these 12 or 14 of the 18, right? And see how we've adjusted and what our rotations are looking like and who's stepped into that role, and then just to see how we'll adjust it once he gets back. Yeah.
You mentioned the transition defense and the defensive rebounding.
Yep.
Things you got to clean up. Is any of that, like, did you look during the All-Star break at maybe we need to go after offensive rebounds less, or maybe we need to play slightly slower, right? Like other slightly related concepts to change how you play to shore up those areas?
No, I think what we did look at, and what I feel, that the three things are related, the three things I talked about, and it's just so much more of, if not even finishing possessions, but it's almost a step beyond finishing possessions, if that makes any sense. Like, I just feel like we make a play, make this, we rotate, we come out, and there's a pass, and we cover that, and then there's another pass, and we got to make the next like somebody's got to go. Like I would have said to start the year, it was like one of our biggest strengths. We were just flying around, making that extra effort to make sure that every shot was challenged. That has dropped off a bit, and that I think relates exactly to, okay, they're the defensive rebounding. Like again, you got to make maybe one more effort to not block the guy off, instead of like, oh, we've had a great possession and they miss. And it's just almost like we got 2.5, 3 areas where I feel like we're just trying to catch our breath, and it's not time to yet. We're trying to show them that. We're trying to coach them out of it, trying to extend our drills past the possession, things like that. But I think they're all related to just making sure we're finishing, or even one step beyond finishing possessions.
Yep. With Cam.
Last question.
With Cam, you guys,
Yep.
obviously DJ and Tyrese had such a workload.
Yep.
How cognizant are you of that?
Yeah.
What can-
Yeah, it's a good thing. I should have brought that up. That's another really important point with Cam. I think that certainly can give us some. He can eat into some of those minutes to get those guys off the floor for sure. And then I would imagine down the stretch there'll be games where he'll play super huge minutes too. When those guys are, whatever the workload gets, we could just almost throw him in there to take over for certain games, and he's capable of doing that.
Thanks, Coach.